DJMTV.
Hi guys, welcome to DJMTV Daily News Update, your one-stop channel for everything news and gist happening in Nigeria and all over the world. This is your first time of joining us, a very big welcome. Do not forget to go a step further, like, share this video, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be one of the first persons to get notified whenever we drop any new video. Now let's take you straight up into the main news.
DJMTV.
Into Dorathy'S house because Efcc plus court orders striking resident doctors to go back to work. Former Big Brother Naija housemate Dorathy Basho has come out to cry that officials of the Efcc broke into her house in the early hours of Monday, 23rd of August 2021 in an attempt to make an arrest. She took to her Instagram handle and posted, "I feel like my head is about to explode. I am numb. At 4:45 a.m., I heard a loud sound and voices followed after. I rushed out almost naked to see 5 fully armed and official Efcc men in my living room and one of them saying, 'Oh, now that Big Brother babe be this.' In my confused state, I am trying to understand what the hell is going on. Why did they have to break down my door? What is the need of being a citizen of this country if I can't feel safe in my own house? It's 5 a.m. and I'm literally shaking and so upset right now." Then one of them said they were looking for someone who ran into my estate and I should lock my door and stay indoors and not say a word. I'm shaking at this point and so confused because how exactly is this even okay? Still shaking, I'm trying to close my already broken door when my sister screamed my name. I ran back upstairs to see my mom almost having a panic attack. On God, at official Efcc, you had no right. This was a post of the former Big Brother Naija lockdown season reality TV show star Dorathy Basho after officials of the Efcc broke into her apartment in Lekki in an attempt to make arrests of some internet fraudsters who were said to be living in the same building as herself. Following the post made by Dorathy Basho on Instagram, the officials of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Nigeria, EFCC, had released a statement to explain why they broke into the house of Dorathy Basho. In a statement, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission said that operatives from its Lagos command actually acted on verified intelligence and had a search warrant on blocks of flats that was located at the Lekki area of Lagos on Monday the 23rd of August 2021, where they arrested 9 internet fraudsters. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission reacted to the claim and said actually there was a search warrant and they met resistance at the door of Dorathy Basho's house when the sister refused to open the door for them. The complete statement of the EFCC reads, "The attention of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has been drawn to a post on Instagram by one Dorathy Basho alleging that operatives of the commission broke into her home in the early hours of August 23rd, 2021. The commission can confirm that operatives from the Lagos command of the commission acting on verified intelligence executed a search warrant at a block of flats located in the Lekki area of Lagos on Monday, 23rd of August 2021, during which 9 internet fraud suspects were arrested. Ms. Basho's apartment happened to be one of the flats in the building. EFCC operatives had knocked on her entrance door, identified themselves as being from the commission on a mission to execute a search warrant, but they were refused entry for several minutes by Basho's sister. The operatives were left with no choice than to force their way in, lest suspects escape or destroy vital evidence. The statement further reads, "It is important to state that law-abiding citizens have no reason to refuse the execution of a validly obtained search warrant, and contrary to the information making the rounds in the social media, Ms. Bashaw was not present during the operation, and the anti-EFCC stories about her coming out half naked, among other fantastical details, appear to have been invented to fit the pattern she and other internet field stars so desperately want to push about the EFCC. Furthermore, they said it is important to reiterate that 9 alleged internet fraud suspects were apprehended in the block of flats housing Ms. Bashaw's apartment. But contrary to the claims by officials of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission that Dorathy Bashaw was not at home, Dorathy took to her social media handle to say she was actually at home and ran out after she heard a loud bang on her door, and officials of the EFCC identified her as that girl from Big Brother Naija, and they ordered her to stay indoors because they had come to make some arrests, and also asked her to stay quiet. Meanwhile, officials and members of the National Association of Resident Doctors have been asked to go back to work by a court. Recall that the resident doctors started their strike on the 2nd of August 2021 over irregular payment of salaries, hazard allowances, and other things which they raised up before the government. An effort by the House of Representatives to reach a new agreement between the federal government and the National Association of Resident Doctors met with a deadlock after a meeting which lasted over 6 hours could not bring out any fruitful yield. While the resident doctors insisted that they were going to continue with their strike despite the warnings and threats from the Minister of Labour, Dr. Chris Ngige, that those that refused to resume would not be paid, the doctors still continued with their strike, and the action was handed over to the National Industrial Court of Nigeria for legal actions. The resident doctors were dragged to court by the Federal Ministry of Health, who seeks for an order of interlocutory injunction to restrain members of the National Association of Resident Doctors from continuing with their strike, which they started on the 2nd of August. And according to the Federal Ministry of Health, this is contrary to the Trade Dispute Act, Section 41. The motion, which was filed by the Federal Ministry of Health, has the Federal Ministry of Health and the federal government as the first and second applicants, while the National Association of Resident Doctors are the only respondents. After listening to the argument of the Director of Legal Services, Ahmed Nasiru of the Federal Ministry of Health, Justice J.I. Tajema, the presiding judge, granted the order of interlocutory injunction, meaning all members of the National Association of Resident Doctors in the country are to suspend their industrial strike and resume work immediately, pending when the issue will be resolved by the federal government. The court also said that the continuous strike of the doctors have inflicted a lot of damages on the Nigerian healthcare system and also the sick, especially in the times where the COVID-19 pandemic is prevalent. Justice Tajema also said that the federal government and the National Association of Resident Doctors should suspend all forms of hostilities towards each other pending when the hearing and the determination of the motion of notice will be decided. The case was further adjourned to September 15, 2021 for the hearing of the motion on notice and any other pending application. While the National Association of Resident Doctors are hurting and asking that the federal government pays them all their salaries in arrears, especially during the time of the COVID-19 when they were exposed to the deadly virus, Dr. Chris Ngige, who is the Minister of Labour, has advised the resident doctors in the country to be humble and carry themselves with dignity rather than playing with God and trying to compete with God. So there you have it, guys. It's Dorathy's words against that of the EFCC. Dorathy is saying, I was at home when the EFCC came. The EFCC is saying Dorathy was not at home. The sister tried to refuse them entry into the house. That was why they broke her door. And Dorathy is only saying she's at home and she was almost half naked because she's trying to gain popularity on the social media. Meanwhile, the court has said resident doctors go back to work till the federal government comes up with a resolution on how they are going to make payments. Now, in the case of Dorathy and EFCC, this is not the first time that people are coming out to report that the EFCC broke into their home, literally broke their doors and entered into their houses. Now, Dorathy is not the first, Dorathy is not the second, and also Chris Ngige took the National Association of Resident Doctors to court, knowing fully well that the federal government is owing them, especially their hazard allowance, which they agreed they were going to be paid during a time when nobody wanted to work with a COVID-19 patients in the country. Now, what are your thoughts and opinion concerning these issues we have just raised? Please drop them below in the comment section.
Yeah.
DJ
People are people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJ TV.
DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV.
Some of the delegates and ask the question.
DJ TV. DJ